Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Ahmed at Altcoin Era, and this is the weekly roundup. I hope you're having a lovely day, a lovely weekend, and if you were celebrating Eid Mubarak. So without further ado, let's begin. Is this the dip, the final dip, the dippity dip, the dip, dip? I did say 3 weeks ago, selling may and go away. I think it was the beginning of May during that period, and I told folks that we're going to see a correction. As the contrarian I am, I'm going to stand by this. This episode is very, very, very unique.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up.
Currently, it's the 10th of May. Happy May, by the way. This is a great time to buy Donald J. Trump, the 88. If you're new to this channel, welcome on board. Welcome back to the channel. Since that last video, Bitcoin went up just a little bit, and that's all she wrote. Will it make a new all-time high? I'm anticipating lower prices to 88,000 US dollars. Coin went up just a little bit since then, and we're back at 105. Will we make an all-time new high? Or will we head back to my target of 88,000 US dollars? Currently, in the month of June, Bitcoin has gone up by 1%. On average, Bitcoin actually goes down by 0.24%. On average, we actually go down. In the month of July, we go up by 7%. In the month of August, we go up slightly by 1% on average. And then in September, we go down quite a bit. It's only in Q4 that Bitcoin sees sustained higher prices. That's why I said to folks, selling may and go away. I might be wrong about June. The hardcore facts says that we tend to go down. Ethereum on the monthly is down 0.36%. It's not bad. But during this month of June, we tend to go down by 6.73%. Ethereum always tends to do better in Q1. In January, we tend to go up on average by 20%, February by 11%, and March by 18. However, this year was the worst performing stats in history in the past 10 years. Will it recover? I hope so. But the stats, the hardcore data, says otherwise. Bitcoin and crypto search terms are very low. We haven't seen these low readings since the bear markets of 2022 and 2023. The herd certainly hasn't arrived. Now, the previous cycle, Bitcoin was at 100. Crypto was at 50. The only time when we saw sustained attention via the media, retail, etc., was in November till January 2024. That's a period when we had AI mania. All of these AI coins went absolutely ballistic. These search terms will durably go up again when we have the Fed pivot. And Donald Trump is adamant that he really wants to get rid of Powell. He really wants to get rid of this man. He's been tweeting so many times. You can tell he's sick and tired of Jeremy Powell. He's had enough. He's had massive arguments with Elon Musk. He wants to get rid of him, replace him for another man called Ron Paul. Why would the Fed even pivot? Why would they even think about pivoting when expected GDP is going to be at almost 5%. America this year hasn't seen a single interest rate cut. One. They haven't even cut once this year. Even the bond market is telling the Fed to continue to hold. And not even that. They're telling them to actually hike. Here is a quick recap of the past 2 weeks in crypto. Bitcoin reached 112K. Then the momentum died and it bottomed at 100K. Bitcoin for corporations. The narrative keeps heating up and Donald Trump buys 2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. GME bought 500 million. Metaplanet and ALTBG keep buying. Sailor launched a new SDRD preferred stock. Hyperliquid reached 40 billion FDV in late May, 2x in 1 month with barely any dips. The CETAS protocol was hacked for 220 million on Sue. About 180 million have been frozen and all losses will be recovered. Sue and all its ecosystem coins took a hit on the news. And number 5, the MicroStrategy of ETH was launched. It's called SBET MicroStrategy burst into the scene in 2020 with a bold Bitcoin plan. Now SharpLink wants to do the same, but with Ethereum. I told you, more and more companies are going to look at Saylor and his blueprint. And instead of Bitcoin, I knew it was going to be Ethereum. I didn't know it was going to take this long. SharpLink was about to get delisted by the Nasdaq. This is their biggest pump in history. Biggest pump in history. Look how some of the investors have reacted to the news. It went up from trough to peak of 4,937%. When MicroStrategy first bought Bitcoin, it was around $9. It's sitting at $374. That's an upside of 4,000%. SharpLink, with a tinier market cap, has already gone up by a whopping 5,000%. From wick to trough, it's gone up 5,200%. Now just imagine, it goes back to its all-time previous high. Circle IPO'd and pumped massively. Pump Fund is planning a $1 billion raise through ICO at $4 billion of valuation. The community is really upset. But what do you expect? It's a casino. The casino always wins. There are massive token unlocks happening in the ecosystem. We have the likes of BGB, Aptos, Mocha, ATH, 1inch, Move, and so on and so forth. We have some more token unlocks and even more token unlocks. This month, there's going to be $2.5 billion worth of unlocks. Some of the best performing narratives are RWAs. It's currently sitting at 23 billion market cap. And some of the leaders in the space is Ethereum. Most of the chain activity is happening on Ethereum, 60%. And in the last 30 days, it's gone up by 6.65%. Most notably, we have BlackRock Digital Liquidity Fund, and it's sitting at a market cap of 2.9 billion. We have Tether Gold. We have Franklin on-chain. Ondo, we have a plethora of big players with deep pockets, and we know this space is definitely maturing. It's 100% maturing. Ethereum is going to onboard millions of folks. Most notably, we have Wisdom Tree Government, and it's gone up in the past 7 days by 46%. These coins are serious projects that can garner you at least, no financial advice, a 5x, 10x, but you won't see this thing go straight to zero. Most notably, Ondo is showing a lot of strength. TVL is sitting at $1.33 billion, and the chart looks like it continuously goes to the right. Another good pick for the month of June is Avalanche. And this is not a pilot, this is the real deal. This is not gimmick. They have actually partnered with Bergen County and multiple other New Jersey municipalities. This is not a gimmick, nor is this a pilot. They actually partnered with Bergen County. They're tokenizing 370,000 properties, representing 240 billion in real estate. Deed settlements will be done from 90 days to 1. And the counties include Bergen, Camden, Orange, Morrisontown, and Fort Lee. In total, that's 460,000 properties. Avalanche has been quietly just building and building. It's drowned out all the noise, and they just quietly keep on building. The monthly transactions in May was the biggest in history. Monthly active addresses, biggest in history. And again, in May, biggest in history. Again and again across the board. And finally, I had to put in some AI stuff. You know where we're heading. You all really know. Listen. Come closer. Don't get scared of the tech. Do not get scared. Habibi, don't get scared of the tech. Use the tech to your advantage. Machines are going to replace humans. And then we're going to have other latest machines to replace them. Who's going to tell them that they're going to be replaced? This is the company, and it's recently raised $25 million in their first seed round. They have an agent for inbound sales. They have an agent for outbound sales. They have an agent for meetings.
Sales representatives spend millions of hours tediously researching prospects, writing emails, and booking in meetings. But what if we told you it doesn't have to be that way? Introducing Ava, the sales rep artisan. Ava is just like anyone else on your team. She has a unique personality and gets to know you. She has conversations with her colleagues via Slack. She learns how the company works and gets better at her job. Except Ava isn't like her colleagues at all. Ava is a first-of-her-kind, cutting-edge AI agent trained to revolutionize outbound sales. Ava is an artisan. She prospects using her database of over 250 million contacts with 65 parameters. She crafts and sends intent-driven bespoke email sequences to thousands of prospects per month. She responds to prospect questions using her superhuman product knowledge. She self-improves using her advanced data analytics skills to adaptively modify her writing style, optimizing for conversions. She books meetings into her SDR colleagues' calendar.
All right, you get it. AI agents. Yeah, you get it. Crypto is 3 to 4 months behind. We're going to have AI agents and AI assistants in every kind of facet possible. Virtual should do well. AI 16Z, AI XBT, and the list goes on. If you want to really find good entry prices and exit prices, join our private members. This is very important, and thank you for staying this long into the video. This is very, very, very important. Bitcoin dominance. As we explained in previous episodes, every time we have an FOMC meeting, we have an altcoin rally. FOMC meeting, altcoin rally, the rest is history. FOMC meeting, altcoins rally, the rest is history. FOMC meeting, 2 days of a rally, and the rest is history. FOMC meeting, 2 days later, we had a rally and a massive, massive, massive altcoin rally. This was AI mania. FOMC meeting, a day later, altcoins rally, and the rest is history. FOMC meeting, rally, FOMC meeting, rally, rest is history. Get it? I can keep going on and on and on and on and on. Every time we have an FOMC meeting, altcoins go on a little bender for a couple of days, a week, and then Bitcoin dominance takes all that liquidity and some more. In 10 days, 22 hours, 49 minutes, and 44 seconds, we're going to have an altcoin rally. Altcoins will rally for a couple of days, and then the rest is history. Bitcoin takes that liquidity and then some more. The only time Bitcoin dominance goes downwards is when interest rates are cut. As soon as the Fed cut interest rates, your altcoins and crypto projects will begin to make higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. No one is talking about this. Your favorite influencer is not talking about this. No one wants to admit this because they want the views. They get paid for views. Listen, I'm not here for views. I'm here to help you either make money or save money, hopefully, or learn a thing or two. This is Bitcoin dominance divided by total 3 and USDT. It's making new lower lows. Some altcoin projects and some crypto projects are silently capitulating. And the saddest reality is when a project dies, people murmur. It's a quiet capitulation. They just sell their assets, move it either to stable coins or to Bitcoin. They don't tweet about it. They don't put it on socials, nothing. And quietly, Bitcoin is taking more and more and even more and some more liquidity from those projects. Until the Fed pivot, that's it for now. We've spoken about everything. Everything. I've given you the weekly roundup, everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, Bitcoin, where it's heading to, where it's possibly heading to. I've been right many, many times. We'll see what happens next week. We'll see. Will I be wrong? Who knows? I've got more AI content for you, more AI coins for you. Stay tuned. More about Cookie. Stay tuned. Love you. Have a great, great weekend or a great week. Peace.